Some authors impact a genre so deeply, their work actually helps to define what that genre is. When we think about science fiction, we wouldn't think about it in quite the same way without the writings of Arthur C. Clarke. For movie fans, Clarke is best known for co-scripting Stanley Kubrick's revolutionary sci-fi epic 2001: A Space Odyssey, which he concurrently adapted into a novel. Both book and movie crafted equally stunning visions of plausible space travel, abstract alien contact, and transcendent human evolution, setting a new standard in science fiction storytelling. Much of the credit for 2001's brilliance justifiably goes to Kubrick, whose flawless technical precision did much to elevate the material, but there's no doubt the movie would not have been the artistic breakthrough that it was without Clarke, whose originality and power as a storyteller always found its strongest expression in his prolific literary career. No other adaptation of his work came close to matching 2001, though to be fair, that level of achievement has always been extremely rare. Still, Clarke's masterful stories often had that potential for greatness. More often than not, no matter how much interest they continuously generated, his greatest books would never be filmed within his lifetime. The longest history of the bunch is probably Childhood's End, one of the best alien invasion novels ever written and one of the author's darkest and most haunting stories. Despite being filmed as a Sci-Fi Channel miniseries in 2015, the book and its adaptation arguably remain a work of unfulfilled genius. This is the production history of Arthur C. Clarke's Childhood's End. The novels of Arthur C. Clarke, along with those of Isaac Asimov and Robert Heinlein, more or less transformed science fiction from a denigrated pulp genre into a respectable modern literary tradition. Masterpieces like The City and the Stars, 2001 and its sequels, and Rendezvous with Rama showcased Clarke's superlative talent for creating fantastic worlds and concepts grounded in real science, physics, and engineering. His realism was bolstered by a boundless imagination. Clarke's work often took readers from the quotidian details of space travel into the mind-bending abstractions of the philosophical and the metaphysical, asking the biggest possible questions about the meaning and origin of intelligence and existence. Clarke's work was hopeful and optimistic, always assuming the best about the future and humanity, and encouraging a sense of wonder and curiosity about the universe. In this way, he epitomized the best qualities of space-age-era science fiction. Childhood's End both reflects and subverts these qualities. Published in 1953, before the space race truly began, it was one of Clarke's earliest and most acclaimed novels, and his first bestseller. The plot was an ingenious twist on the alien invasion tale, imagining what might happen to human culture and civilization if Earth were suddenly occupied by an extraterrestrial race so technologically advanced that resistance not only became futile, but literally impossible. The book opens with mankind's first incipient space missions being interrupted and ultimately superseded by the arrival of the Overlords, a mysterious and almost godlike alien species that, with little effort and essentially no violence, succeeds in conquering and colonizing the entire planet. The real story begins in the aftermath, as the Overlords reveal themselves to be a seemingly benevolent presence. They abolish all war, end poverty and hunger, and quickly transform the Earth into a utopia. People react with ambivalence. There is comfort and prosperity for all, yet no true freedom, no drive for self-actualization. The Overlord's true motivation, purpose, even their actual appearance is kept secret from the population. Beneath everything lies some sort of ominous puzzle, which our main characters, a diplomat named Stormgren and an astrophysicist named Rodericks, are determined to investigate. This was a refreshing break from the endlessly imitated blueprint pioneered by H.G. Wells's War of the Worlds around the turn of the century. Clarke forgoes forgoes the usual scenes of physical destruction and warfare to focus instead on psychology, character development, and the application of reason. At heart, his story was a mystery, exploring the complexities of human nature. In its awe-inspiring final revelation, it also turned out to be much darker than most of Clarke's other stories. The climax of the book reveals that the Overlord's true mission is to guide humanity into the next stage of their evolution, a process that involves a final generation of human children shedding everything about themselves that is recognizably human. It's a breathtaking mixture of chilling existentialism and grandiose imagination, written with a descriptive power and creative vision that borders at times on the experimental. The book is one of the high points of Clarke's career, and ranks among the best science fiction ever written.